Neighborhood watchers in Canada. People on the internet, on social media said that Canada is only so safe because they have so many neighborhood watchers around the country. But is that true? I'm gonna cover that. First of all, nah, it's not really true. Canada does not have everywhere neighborhood watchers. And I can tell you from my neighborhood, no, we don't have many of them. It's just not. There was just a police car there, but I think it was just maybe checking on me, I don't know. Funny, but see, like police driving around here, just what a coincidence. Our crime rates in Canada are very low, especially compared to, America, our southern neighbors. So my city of Saskatoon, something is going on right next to me. Two cop cars, and like it feels a bit awkward. Some police is going into the people's home. Just swing out a little bit there, but not too much. I will not go there. But so my city, Saskatoon, we got some problems. We got some crimes. In fact, city Saskatoon is sometimes the city, I mentioned this before in videos in English and in German, that unfortunately my city has one of the highest crime rates in all of Canada, according to the population. The other, I think the problem is because why we don't have neighborhood watchers here is people like the Canadians are growing up in absolutely safety because our country is really safe. People don't grow up in, sorry to say like this, but they don't grow up like in America with gangs, with violence, with all the bad stuff, the drugs and everything. Here it's very rare, and only people who live in those certain areas, usually people unfortunately in low income areas, are really exposed to those. Other people, they're not so exposed to this, so they're growing up in safety, so they don't even think about neighborhood watchers. Unfortunately, as I mentioned in my previous videos, yes, the crime rate has unfortunately increased here in Canada, and one of the worst things is that violent crimes have increased in Canada, which is really the worst thing of all. Even though in my city violent crimes are on the lower side, we do have thefts and other things here in the city, and usually what I always say is, as long as you stay away from those areas, you're good to go. You don't have any problems. But so for a few years, like 2 or 3 years, we could tell we had thieves in our neighborhood. So in the night, we could see always like 2 or 3 teenagers walking around, going from house to house and checking on the cars. And first, honestly, what I thought is, those nice guys are checking in if people maybe forgot to close the cars and then knock on the door and say something. But the thing is, like, not every Canadian actually closes the doors. Was like, huh? And then it came to me and someone told me like, no, Eugene, they are checking out if the cars have anything inside. And then sure enough, just only one time, I forgot to close my father's car after we went to visit our uncle. Next in the morning, my father went to the car and he's like, I forgot my cell phone. Went into the car, cell phone is gone, the change is gone. The change was worth, I don't know, $2-3 honestly, or maybe $5, But the cell phone wasn't actually worth anything either. It was an old cell phone. So stealing it doesn't make even any sense. But the problem is here. All the pictures, especially like when we went back to Germany with the family and everything, made pictures, they were on that cell phone. So some idiot stole it. They got probably no money, maybe $5, $10 maybe on a pawn shop, because it's stolen goods, right? And really old cell phone. They got almost nothing for it. But for us, the damage was much higher. The one good thing I can really say is that the Canadian government, as also this government right now that is ruling, in the province or in the federal government, they are actually taking actions to help the people getting back on their feet, social welfare and such. There's a lot of support here, which I think it's a great thing, and I think they should even do more. Because if people are not poor and if they have actually to do something, they might not do something stupid that causes them maybe to go to jail for a few years, but it's only worth a few bucks, you know what I'm saying? The other half, I don't really want to talk about it, but I have to mention it to be really fair, is that in Canada, unfortunately, there's a trend of addiction and homelessness. and that is a bit really bit of a big problem, especially in cities of Toronto, Vancouver, Victoria and Vancouver Island. You can watch some videos. I don't want to like really show the clips and such what is going on there. It's the same, really similar as what is going on in America. Many homelessness, lots of substance abuse, unfortunately, and people squatting there and everything. It's not pretty, and people are feeling unsafe, like Canadian people and immigrants coming here to Canada, paying a lot of money to immigrate to Canada, and then their neighbors are homeless people on the street and everything. People don't feel safe. Sometimes people are getting mugged and everything, because you have to remember, those people are often people with mental disabilities, with substance abuses, so yeah, they are going to do bad things because they are in a bad place right now. I'm not judging them. There should be more support for them. So people are then of course considering what to do. So I think maybe in the future there will be more Neighbourhood Watch, but the thing is, against an homeless encampment, nothing really can be done, because this is the work of the police. They need to do something, in the government, because if you as a citizen even do something there, you could be into, you might get into trouble. So for those foreigners like me, if you are not like from a rich white country, I say it like this, then you don't know that you can't just go to a homeless guy and like shoo him away from your door. And if you get like attacked or something, you can call the cops and ambulance or whatnot, but you have to pay them maybe for everything later on. And it's a really unfortunate and very complicated situation. The bottom line is, Canada has issues too. It is getting a little bit worse, unfortunately. And maybe in future, when you're coming here to Canada, there will be more neighborhood watches. Right now, I think we need some, definitely. As always, thank you for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. And I wish you and your family the very best. Bye.